Will?
Hello. Oh, yes, this is the kryptonite blooper segment, John, correct? Right? Where we others, our whipsters, have a chance to learn from our mistakes.
Exactly.
Right?
So why don't I go first?
I think you should. That would not be a mistake.
Mine is, I don't know that it's a blooper or not as much as it is a recognition of my lower D detail orientation. And so I have a coach because everyone should have a coach, I think. And she's helping me through a situation where I've spent so many years over calendared, one meeting to the next, to the next, to the next, that I operate on just jumping from one thing to the next and doing quick switches. My business is not like that anymore, and I don't want it to be. But I tend to like float between, if I have open hours on my calendar and not get the stuff done that I need to get done. Like when I'm over calendared and I'll crack 30 minutes to write a presentation, I'll write a darn presentation in 30 minutes. If I
Yes.
have all afternoon to do it, I might not even start. So she has given me this task of writing down in my remarkable the three things that I have to get done the next day. And I have to text them to her. And then the end of the day, I have to show her that they're checked off. So I think that's good coaching for somebody who is going through kind of a transition from over calendared to making their own schedule. So not really a blooper, possibly a humble brag, but that's what I came to talk about. Will, what do you got?
So, with the theme of having an HR leader
Mm,
on this show, who is also an HR leader in tech, I don't know that mine is a blooper either. I think I'm just kind of coming here for group counseling. Uh,
Good
look,
job.
I'm a recruiter and I do a lot of work in the tech space. And as we know, the job market right now is not being friendly to tech. And I have not in my career in 20 years dealt with the inflow of human beings who are getting laid off coming to me for help.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. And just the volume of people that I hear from every day as compared to the amount of time that I can give them or the amount of help that I can provide, it's just a real challenge for me right now. And some of my superpowers that the driving stuff and wanting to respond to everything,
Mhm.
it's turning into kryptonite from a just a time and bandwidth standpoint, and I'm struggling with some of the internal guilt around not being able to help everyone and not being able to be a solution for all these people. I've never seen it at this volume,
Mm.
particularly in our industry sector, Sarah. So it was
Mhm.
more of an, I don't know if that's a blooper or not either, John. It's more of an admittance of what I'm battling every day when there's just so many bad news stories about employment.
Yeah.
Sarah, see if you can lighten the mood here. This is the blooper segment.
Yes. I would say mine goes along with my attention to detail.
Mhm.
There have been countless times where I am similar to your Vinny Jimmy story, actually. But when it comes, a couple of times I've sent out offer letters, right? Offer letters have names on them.
Most of the time.
Yes,
I
they
would
do.
hope, right? They have other details on there. But there have been so many times where I'll send an offer letter out after creating a template and it's the wrong name.
Oh no.
And it's either somebody we had just hired, or something like that. And luckily, I've never done the wrong salary.
Yeah,
However,
that was my point.
no, I know you were going to ask that. No, I have not. But man, the name thing is embarrassing, right?
It
Especially
is.
if they, work here already. So if it says, Sarah McVay, they're like, was this your contract?
Yeah.
It's like just that is like really where I'm like, Sarah, come on. That is not a hard detail to get right.
It
And so my advice would be if you're sending out a contract, read it 6 times and have somebody else read it 6 times because
we
these events.
we had a guest on last week. I think it was Brad McGinnity, and his blooper was he didn't read the job description, and no, maybe it was Liam, but one of them, and it's like they ended up taking enterprise sales job, and they hate
Liam.
enterprise sales because they didn't read the job description. They were just so excited to work for the company.
No.
Have a good week, everybody. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Ew.